Welcome to this week's vlog. Yes, you can see my ring light in the back and I don't even care. I'm not going to fix it. So that's gonna stay right there. This week's vlog is very short. I do not have a ton of footage, but that is because we've had lots of people visiting us here, helping me and my husband with this whole postpartum part of motherhood. And it has been fantastic, but I've been very present in the moment with everybody, which means I haven't been capturing a ton of things. But it's been an amazing week. Atlas had his 2-week appointment and he grew an inch and gained almost 2 pounds. It was like a little over 1.5 pounds. So little boy is almost 11 pounds and he's now 22.5 inches long. He is a big boy. We had my sister visit and then she went home, and my mother-in-law is here visiting, and we have just been chilling, watching movies, hanging out, snuggling the baby. He got a chair from a friend of ours and he is loving it. It's his bouncer chair. It's baby Bjorn. If you are a new mom and you don't want a ton of things, but you want something to hold your baby and have the baby bounce in or whatever, this chair is phenomenal. I used it when I was nannying, loved it, and then it was gifted to us for Atlas, and it is already so phenomenal. We are loving this chair. But yeah, my mother-in-law is visiting now, so she is here with us for a little bit. And it's just been awesome. It's been so fun having so many people visit, but I've been very in the moment with everybody and really haven't been capturing anything. And I need to be capturing more stuff because these are the weeks that go by so fast in infancy and with babies, and they just grow so much in these first few weeks and months. Okay, this is totally random, but I was thinking about this the other day. And if you are a new mama, or you're entering into pregnancy for the first time, or you're wanting to get pregnant, here are a few things that definitely caught me off guard in pregnancy that no one ever talks about. And it's weird body things that happen. So one of the things that happened during my pregnancy was that my teeth hated pregnancy, specifically one tooth on this side of my face. I was about 10 weeks pregnant and I was eating something just like room temperature, and then I bit into something that was cold from the refrigerator, and I literally thought my crown, because I have a crown on one of my teeth, one of my upper molars, that I thought one of my crowns had fallen off. There was so much pain. So I immediately contacted my dentist and I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure my crown fell off or something happened or it cracked. I was like, I have so much pain in this one molar. I went in for an appointment. They did some just like topical x-rays, nothing, full body because I was pregnant, but they were able to do some. They looked at everything, they examined everything, they checked all my teeth, and they were like, your teeth look fine. There's nothing wrong. And I was like, no, there's definitely something wrong. It is so sensitive to cold. And it wasn't sensitive to hot, and it wasn't sensitive to room temperature, just cold. And she was like, you're pregnant, right? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, well, this is sometimes what happens during pregnancy, is that your teeth just reject pregnancy. And that's what's happened to you. And so this tooth is showing up as painful. But she was like, there's no actual problem with your tooth. There's no cavity. Your crown looks totally fine. Everything is secure. And it hurt like the dickens all the way until I entered my 3rd trimester. So once I got into my 3rd trimester, I was probably actually like 30 weeks along. And at about the 30-week mark, the pain just went away. One day I just realized I could eat cold on that side and there was no pain. And so that was totally weird for me, and I did not know that was a thing that could happen. So if you start having weird tooth pain, definitely get it checked out, but don't be surprised if they're just like, oh, well, that's because you're pregnant. Another thing that was super weird that no one ever told me about was that the melanin, or the coloration in your skin, can be like, it changes and stuff when you're pregnant. And mine showed up in my freckles, and I have a few moles. And one of my freckles got really, really dark. And I remember going to my OB at my next appointment, and I showed it to her, and I was like, do I need to be concerned about this? Do I need to get a dermatologist? Is this cancerous? Because it had really changed. And one of my moles had changed like drastically. And she was like, no, that looks totally normal. And she was like, don't be surprised if some other ones change. She was like, our bodies during pregnancy do really funny things. And the coloring in our bodies can do really funny things, especially to, colored spots on our body, like freckles. So that super caught me off guard because it freaked me out. I really thought I had something really dangerous happening on me. And she was like, nope. And now that the baby's out of me, everything's going back to normal. How weird is that? The last thing that no one had ever told me about was skin tags. So I had 2 before the baby, and they weren't big. They were totally fine. They were on my leg. Like on my upper thigh, and they didn't really bother me. They were totally fine. But then during pregnancy, they got much bigger, and I got other skin tags. Like I got little ones on my neck, and then I even got some on my stomach. It was so bizarre. And so I asked my OB about that one as well. And she was like, that's also totally normal. And she was like, just watch, after the baby comes, those that you had before that got bigger will go down, and the random ones that popped up are just gonna disappear. They're just gonna fall off. Sure enough, I've had the baby now for 3 weeks. My skin tags on my leg went back down to their small size, and all the ones on my neck are all falling off, and there's hardly any left anymore. Like, our bodies do wackadoodle crazy things when we are pregnant, and things that no one talks about. So if you're having weird skin things or weird teeth things or weird hair things, just know, and you're pregnant, just know it's probably due to the pregnancy and nothing's actually wrong. And once the baby's born, most likely it's going to go back to normal. So if you have had any weird things happen during your pregnancies, I would love to know in the comments what they were. Mostly for all of us, just to be educated on what could happen when you're pregnant that no one talks about. And because I would have liked to know that these things could have happened. And of course, no one can say all the things because every woman's body is different. Every pregnancy is different. I was definitely caught off guard by those crazy things. So anyway, just wanted to share a few things that maybe you've never heard of before, or maybe you're experiencing and freaking out about, when really it's probably no big deal. But always check with your physician just to make sure everything is fine. But for me, all my weird things were due to my pregnancy, and now that the baby's here, all of them have gone away. So bizarre. Women's bodies are freaking fantastic, and they go through so much in pregnancy, not just growing the baby, but just your body changing and everything. And now that I'm 3 weeks postpartum, it is crazy to watch my body put itself back together and how much I've changed, how much the swelling has gone down, how much weight I've already lost, how much my stomach has gone down. I mean, I'm blown away. It's amazing, and I love it. All right, y'all, that is the end of this vlog. Like I said, I didn't have a ton for you guys this week, but I still wanted to post something and give you guys something to watch, something to look forward to. Next week, we don't have anybody visiting, and so I am planning to do a clean with me video and kind of get the house back in order. Be on the lookout for a clean with me video next week, get the house back in order, and definitely more time with baby Atlas because he's growing too fast. Next week, he'll be a month old, which is just like, I could cry. I cannot believe we've already had him for 3 weeks this week, and then next week will be a month. Maybe we can do a little Q&A thing. I'll put a Q&A thing on social media. If you don't follow me, I'm on Facebook and on Instagram. Instagram is just lauren.hebard, and then my name on Facebook. So follow me there. I will put a Q&A on Instagram at some point, and maybe next week part of the vlog can be a Q&A with Atlas. So I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you. Thank you to all the new subscribers we've had, all the new viewers. You guys are fantastic. If there's videos you want to see or information you want to know about me, my baby, my birth story, my postpartum journey, definitely put them in the comments and I will address them in a future video. I love you guys and I'll see you guys next week. Bye y'all.